How y'all doing? Sorry about that. Sorry for the delay. We were on the second channel with our first main live stream on the singer David and his upcoming murder trial. He took the life of a 14-year-old kid. Decapitated and put her in the trunk of a car and then left that car parked somewhere for like 5 months. Terrible, man. Meanwhile, he kept living and doing albums. Can't make this up. So, we had to check out the updates on Demon Seed number 2 over there on the second channel. Because I know many people, are not the Luxters. I've had many people say, we can't handle the true crime lady look. So let me do that on my second channel. Then that way we can still stay up to date on what we're reporting on here on the main. All right, how y'all doing? So I was gonna try to do a mini mock trial today, but honestly, it just time constraint. Got to get my son ready for school tomorrow. I got to cut grass, so we're not gonna be too long. But, Candace, you dumb demon. I don't know if you all are aware of this on X, but let me pull this up. Yes, we are. Tomorrow we will have Lisa Knows here in the LLC. I'm sending her a message right now. Okay. So we got, what in the hell is wrong? Candace, you're an idiot. This is why judges don't like to bring cameras into the courtroom for criminal matters. This is why. Where is it? This old dumb who want gum quite possibly put up that video yesterday that should not have been released. Like, what the hell? And oh man. I sent the post out and I looked up some information about, obstruction and interference. This is the epitome of it. Candace Owens is the reason why judges don't like cameras in the courtroom. Period. Why want cameras if all you're going to do is try to create some bias about the evidence? You're not even asking reasonable questions at this point. You're posting up videos that should not have been released. It's so ridiculous. Oh, hold on. Why do you use a thumbnail that makes her look like a superhero? She's not a superhero. There's a play on her having a yeast infection and making a web out of it. It's got god awful across the top. It's not certainly not a stroke of her ego. We have used that thumbnail too. That is not to stroke her ego. Candace Owens can kiss my ass. She know it. Hell no. That was a play on the whole yeast infection thing. We had an animated one too. Certainly not trying to stroke. And over here with her. I ain't trying to make her feel good about herself. She's a clown. I mean, it was a photo. We come up with these photos like that all the time. It's funny. I found it funny. I call it god awful too. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline, for the $4.99 super. Last night, A. Wilson trolled her on her live from different accounts and pretended to be a deal. Hitting her BS to see what she do, and she bought it all. Are you serious? Pretended to be a doctor? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Her live where? Because she's not live on YouTube. Her shows are pre-recorded. Where? What? Is that happening on X? You know, these X spaces, I still haven't figured that out yet. It's just, I haven't figured it out too much. I still want my money, Candace. Where's my money? I want my $10,000. Went to lunch with Ben Shapiro. It was awesome. She said she was going to get $10,000. I ain't get no money. The hell? So stupid. It's just this nonsense here. Why? Where is it? Where's my post? Oh my God, yes. You imagine these kids being homeschooled. This dumbass. Who recorded it? I'm telling you all, this girl should be charged with interference and obstruction. I put up the post. I'm trying to find it. My own post. I gotta find my own post. Can someone tag me on my response? I posted up some information about obstruction and interference. Is there anybody that see it that can tag me on it right quick? This stuff is not a game, man. This is basically, you got federal laws in place. There we go. Thank you so much. Here it is. Candace should definitely be charged with obstruction and interference, right along with the dumbass moron that sent her evidence related to a criminal matter, an open criminal case. They haven't even started the murder trial. This is why judges hate allowing cameras in the courtroom for criminal cases, especially a murder trial. If any person that is a member of the media press, now let's not forget, there is a court order in place, a standing order that was signed early on in this matter. And then you had a group of the media corps, right? Those are the media outlets that came together, went to the court and said, if you grant permission for cameras to come in the courtroom, we want to be a part of that media corps named in the order that is able to come in here and record. One of those dumbasses were secretly recording, obviously, and sent something that should not have been recorded. And that's how she got it. Because otherwise, why would TPUSA send her anything? They were never obligated to do that. No matter how many times she's been met. Now you all see why I keep saying, let her throw her damn tantrum. When she's sitting here making demands, send me all this. You won't send this. Why won't you share it? If you have nothing to hide, you don't have to share it. We have federal laws. Think you all are above them. I dare you. Please go to court and tell that judge to his face, I am above the rule of law. And I don't give a damn about federal laws protecting evidence. Candace, I dare you go to court and say that dumb shit. Go ahead, girl. You and Baron Coleman with his dumb ass. Go to court and tell that judge to his face, you are above the rule of law. You don't give a damn about evidence or anything. And you're going to release whatever is illegally sent to you. Because, see, to violate a court order is illegal. It is illegal to violate a court order. You can be charged with a crime for violating a court order. Absolutely. And probably more than likely go to jail. More than likely. Typically, you know, depending on the severity of the situation, they probably will start with a sanction. Now, her ass going to jail. I don't see why anybody should be nice. Also, you want to sit here and violate court orders? Okay, cool. So we just report your ass and then make sure the prosecutor files a petition for you to be held to contempt. And whomever the person that sent you this video. Because they would catch it either way. They tell the media corps, here's what we're allowing to see out, here's what's not. certain evidence just wasn't shown on camera. It makes no sense to show that and have a complete disregard for the fact that you're creating this bias and that you're making it harder for them to follow through with a jury selection properly. If she doesn't care, why is she doing this stuff? It's so stupid. Violating a court order is illegal. And the manner to which you receive stuff like this, you calling yourself an independent journalist, I say all the time, there's information that I have that I don't need to put out. Because first of all, it's not, there's no integrity in doxing someone. You don't have a reason to. It's one thing to warn the public about this person. This is a very dangerous person. They've been convicted, found guilty. They took 15 people's lives away. No, they need to be underneath this. They should be facing the death penalty. Like the Derrick Brooks, they should see 1,000 years in jail. That's one thing, but that I still don't need to put their address out there for that. That person just needs to go to prison forever or get the death penalty. But what she's doing is not even, this isn't a matter of integrity. Showing us that video was unnecessary because we've seen video footage going back to last year, October, that was already released to the public, showing him running across the roof, doing what he did and climbing down the wall. They didn't believe that to be Tyler Robinson. Now, all of a sudden, she's putting up videos where it's Tyler Robinson? Or is she doing this to taint the jury? Because that's what it's coming down to. She's doing this intentionally and willfully. Right here. For a case she already said she does not care about. So if she doesn't care, why do this? Why? This is the dumbest thing ever. And whomever that person is that's a part of the media corps. This is why we went over the standing orders for the court, the decorum that the media is expected to have. We went over those orders last year. Very boring stuff. I get it. But we covered it last year. For this reason. This reason here. Because you can't violate the court order. Whether you like it or not is irrelevant. Whether Candace knows the court order exists or not, irrelevant. She's not a part of that media corps that has the privilege of going into the courtroom and live streaming or recording anything. It's that simple. Lord have mercy. I'm like, man, what is the point of her even doing any of this stuff? If she don't care. She don't care. So Candace, who has not read the charging affidavit, let alone court orders regarding, the quorum of the court, the media, what they're allowed to do and not do. You have certain pieces of evidence that have been redacted or, it's flat out being saved to the trial. Not that it will not be exchanged with the defendants, but both parties understand there's certain key pieces of evidence here that should not be released to the public right now that you want the jury to watch. And they need to be able to see sufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that will not give some level of a preconceived notion of bias. The jury has to be impartial and neutral. The last thing anybody should want is Tyler Robinson to be able to win an appeal. And that's what Candace is trying to hand him. An appeal. Here you go. Yeah. Everything's fake. None of it's real, Tyler. How much money do you pay him, Candace? I'm pulling a Brandon Tatum today. I'm in bed. I'm sitting up chilling. How much do you pay him, Candace? Because it's like, did she promise this dude he would never go to prison or something? How did this go, Candace? How did this conversation go with you and Tyler Robinson? Because every day you keep proving that you had something to do with it. And I don't give a rat's ass how her or her cult members feel when they dumbasses can't read court orders and follow it. If you don't care, then don't care. But don't sit here and pretend like you do, and then you're violating court orders along the way. This has been, oh my God, this has got to be the biggest load of crap. She is intentionally trying to throw this. And then the audacity to keep going after damn Andrew COVID. I told him, stop answering her dumb ass questions. I told him. At this point, all he's doing is just damn giving her content. Stop answering her dumb ass questions. Does she actually think she's entitled to no answers? No, you're not. No. Yeah, I take a page from Charlie Kirk Terrence's handbook. At some point, you just got to ignore her ass roaming the earth. Y'all see, his parents do not entertain none of this bullshit. Charlie Kirk's parents do not entertain any of her nonsense. They don't put out statements. They're not responding to her. She's not going after them either. But I can see her doing it. Because she really thinks that people need to be following along with her nonsense and buffoonery. Don't feed the monkeys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, yeah, all that interference and obstruction happening. You can imagine, like, the prosecutor and defense, like, oh my God, Candace, Tyler Robinson's attorneys will not be asking you to testify to a damn thing. You know why? You dumb. Because you can be cross-examined by the prosecutor. And there lies your problem. You can't tell the truth to save your life. Now, I would love nothing more than for you to perjure yourself. But I would rather see you perjure yourself in your 2 lawsuits that you need to be focusing on. You worried about the wrong damn thing. You have a federal lawsuit from Brian Harper and a defamation lawsuit from another world leader. And the way you stall and delay on those, unreal. Somehow you're so concerned about what's happening in the state of Utah. Girl, bye. You don't even want to go to court on your own nonsense. You created those problems. You went out and defamed somebody. And she'll start that until kingdom come. All of a sudden, though, yeah, I got to get this evidence out here because, no one should see it, but I am. Who sent it to you? Might as well tell on them. Because your ass is going to catch it. That judge is going to get sick of this bullshit. This is crazy. This is why I understand that Erica Kirk wanted this to be made available to the public and have cameras in the room. But y'all see the headache that comes with this. Sometimes we can't expect things to go our way every time. It doesn't mean that the court is not trying to be transparent. It just means that we don't need any unnecessary issues to happen where you're tainting the jury. Now this idiot, man, she's increasing Tyler Robinson's chances of getting off or having a hung jury. That's what Candace is doing. She is actively interfering and obstructing with this. For F's sakes, her dumbass conspiracy theories were enough on his own. Now you're putting out video evidence you should not have had in your possession. It's stupid. And I think if that happens and he ends up being found not guilty or it's a hung jury, his parents might just go off on her dumb ass. Erica Kirk is not the only one expecting justice, Candace. You dumb. His parents are as well. You don't think his kids deserve to see justice for their father being assassinated on national television? While your dumbass conspiracy theories lead to nothing? No one has been arrested because of Candace, and no one will. She called for Erica Kirk to be jailed, the mother of his kids. But you just can't make this shit up. And now you're sitting here showing videos you shouldn't be showing because you're an idiot. Candace is a dumbass. So never mind his parents wanting justice for their son. Never mind his 2 kids that deserve justice for their father. You do all this shit because you don't like Erica Kirk. Sit your dumb ass down, you dumb alien. This crap is stupid. I don't want her to shut up. I want her to keep talking. So Erica Kirk can sue the shit out of her. Let's sue her. Stop playing around with this TPUSA and Erica Kirk. Sue her. Sue her into oblivion. This is ridiculous. You do not have to wait. I get you don't want 2 cases going on at the same time, Erica. I get it. But at this rate, she's gonna have some sort of issue with this criminal matter if she keeps getting information sent to her illegally and leaking it out. It's gonna result in a hung jury. Sue her ass into oblivion and get an injunction so she can kick rocks and keep living and talk about something else. Because she's gonna F this whole case up. It's ridiculous. She doesn't give a damn. So why should we care about her? Why should anybody care how Candace feels? You don't give a damn about her. Her demands. Oh, you ain't got nothing to hire you. They don't owe you shit. You're bye, Felicia. Can't make this up. I had to get my mama mode on and fuss a little bit. Now that I'm fussed out, hey, I'm parched. Hey, can you give me a juice? Thank you. Let's get to some videos right quick. Y'all tag me in this one. Cha. We talked about Nolan earlier. Nolan Wells. We got in this David Singer. He's another demon. Horrible. Oh, man. And this came from right here. Andrea Burkhart, who's an attorney. Y'all know we have Gil here. We've had Nick Brooks here. We've had whole attorneys. And we've had attorney Dennis Sperling here. Can't forget about him. Fantastic attorney. 3 whole attorneys have been here in the Lady Luck Club. This is why we have the experts. The ones that know the law, went to law school, know court rules. They understand case law, precedents, how to decipher with evidence, all the legalese in the world. I go to the experts. I go to the ones that went to law school and know what's going on. Andrea Burkhart has literally been reporting on this trial, this upcoming trial and the preliminary hearings, everything that's going on in the court of law. She's got all the court documents on her Substack. So for her to say this is pretty significant. But I knew this could happen when Erica Kirk was wanting cameras in the courtroom. I'm like, there's a chance that this stuff starts getting out of hand. And here's how. So Grace Asher said, I hope we can find out how she got it. What would happen to a person inside the courtroom who secretly recorded it somehow and gave it to her? Jail? And then Andrea Burkhart came in and chimed in and said, if that's the source of the video, yes, that person could probably be charged with criminal contempt of court because there's a court order saying don't do that dumb shit. Violating the court order is a crime. So you will be held in indirect criminal contempt. Actually, if it's done in the presence of the courtroom, in the presence of the judge, that is direct criminal contempt of court. Indirect is if it's not done in the courtroom, not done in the presence of the judge. I want to make sure I understand that correctly. Hold on. Direct criminal contempt. Because, man, I'm going to look that up right quick. Okay. Direct criminal contempt of court occurs when a person willfully disobeys, obstructs, or disrespects a court's orders, rules, or decorum in the presence of the court, often disrupting proceedings in a way the judge can see and hear. So indirect would be not in the presence of the judge. So you going in, and that can be punished immediately. Y'all see that here? Direct contempt occurs in the judge's presence, can be punished immediately. Indirect contempt occurs outside the courtroom, requires proof through other evidence and often separate procedures. You got somebody in the courtroom recording evidence that they should not be recording, giving it to her, which would be illegal because you're violating a court order to do it. That's still done in the presence of the courtroom, of the court. The only thing they will really do is, okay, we need to have a special hearing to figure out what happened. And then they will have that person, it will be like a whole separate hearing. They will have that person stand before the judge, figure out what's going on. If need be, get their phone, get the evidence out of their devices, find out who it went to, and then go from there. But you're doing this inside the courtroom because that's the only way it can occur. This is crazy. This is why you don't, man. God, this is why judges don't like this shit. Immediate action could include, judges may issue sanctions. And for this, I don't think it should be a sanction. That would be too nice. Lock their ass up for 30 days. Gag orders or briefly detain the person to restore order. Record keeping. The judge must document the conduct and state the legal basis for contempt. Punishments, fines, short-term jail detention, often 1 to 2 days, but sometimes up to several months in certain jurisdictions. In some states, up to 30 days in jail and or fines up to $500 for criminal contempt. Both of them need to catch. Both of them. You can't make this shit up, man. I'm just trying to figure out, why would anyone risk doing that? This is so stupid. And she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She said last year, I don't care about that investigation in Utah. So what are you doing? Yeah, no, just go ahead and piss his parents off and hinder and obstruct them from getting justice for their son. Don't. Candace is a dumbass. And because this has been going on for how long? 10, 11 months you've been doing this? I keep saying the only way to stop her ass, you got to take her ass to court. That's her Achilles heel. She has no power in the court of law. None. That girl ain't got no damn subpoena power. She don't even know what that means. And she really thinks she'll be able to just get all the discovery she asked for, even stupid shit that has nothing to do with the case. That's not how that works. Oh my God. I know his parents have got to be pissed off. Like, what the hell? This girl's gonna have a whole hung jury here. They ain't gonna handle it. You can't make this up, man. Oh, y'all. Now, you said, bear in mind that this was the evidence Erica Kirk had her lawyer petition to release to the public. They can't release everything. But she did go out her way to ensure cameras in the courtroom. And then there's a balance you have to maintain with this stuff. Because what we saw in the preliminary hearing was just a portion or fraction of the actual evidence they had. They have what 5-10 terabytes of data and evidence. The David case we was just checking out, the true crime matter with that, they have 40 terabytes of data. 40. Like, when you are going through these preliminary hearings, it's just to meet the burden of probable cause. You don't get all the evidence released during the prelim. You just don't. And that's because you want the jury to see the evidence that is related to the case that cannot be used to sway their perception one way or the other. Releasing it beforehand literally does that. It creates a bias because you're looking at it and perceiving it to be one thing. You got these group of people over here looking at it Then they think it's something else. Then you got somebody over here saying, no, this might be a whole. Now we're just talking about something altogether different. Like all these different opinions can shape your perception of it. And the last thing they want is for the jury to have a preconceived notion or perception of what the evidence is telling them. You want that jury to have a clear mind when they go into this trial and be able to see the evidence for the first time, and to be able to come together and, based upon the finding of fact and the law, be able to come together to say, this is what this evidence shows. Not what they think or feel it means. Like it's, oh my God, Candace, you're so stupid. You're an idiot, Candace. Why do you have that? Chabu. I gotta drink some juice. Let me make. So Dum Dum Who Wants Gum Gum got that. And when I tell you all, when people are faced with the idea of jail time, they start talking. Because see, what happened now is the media corps that was already pre-approved by the court to go in and record, right? They had to sign up. So you got like what, 4 or 5 different media groups in there? They all had to give their names, what their role is, who's there from what media corps group representatives there. They have to have ID. So it's not hard to identify the person. They're going to just sit them down. They're going to find out who was in here this day during this time. There's cameras in the courtroom, so you'll be able to see everybody in there. And who released what. If they got to get, warrants to search phones, they will. Because you got to get a handle on that. The last thing you expect is leaks in the courtroom on a criminal matter like this. In a high-profile murder case. And the judge already, was hesitant about letting cameras in there. And I get people want transparency, but at the expense of what? A hung jury? Oh, God. Thank Candace for that hung jury she trying to get. She want him to get off. That's it. Candace wants to kill her to get away. Period. Because she's an idiot. Like this stuff is ridiculous. And she doesn't care. Remember she said that. She said she did not care about this case in Utah. I don't care about that. Oh, okay. We don't care how you feel. All right, what the hell? This right here, though. She would care about this. You tell her. So you came, you got somebody to get a video or something, and you put this on your platform. Is that correct? Well, Your Honor, yes or no? Well, I did play it on my channel. Okay, how did you get it? How did you obtain that? She won't be able to pull that knuck if you buck attitude in front of that judge. Because they will collect your ass and have you go out to court, Candace, in person. And will not get one damn about it. You get summoned to court, you're going to go to court in person and answer to this. You're not even smart enough to okay, let me make sure I'm not putting out something I shouldn't be playing. Nope. It's the stupidity of it all. And it's not even hard. The criminal standard must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. That media corps person is going to tell on you because they don't want to go to jail. Because they, nobody wants to go to jail. You sit your ass up in there for 30 days, you come out thinking with a brain God gave a billy goat. Just start thinking. Because everybody, they tough until they stand before a judge, and then the judge is like, yeah, you about to face some jail time. Yeah. See how fast they start breaking down and crying and like, I can't believe this. What do you mean? Yeah, keep on. You can't make this up. Direct criminal contempt is a swift enforcement tool to preserve courtroom order and the integrity of judicial proceedings. It applies to attorneys, parties, witnesses, and spectators. Because Candace, you were just the intern. You were just the intern. In this, you were the spectator. You're not even an independent journalist. You're not an investigator. You're a nothing. And that judge will not hesitate to remind you of where you belong in this spectrum. You're just a spectator. Don't ask if you can't be held in direct criminal contempt of court, because you can. Oh, she can. There you go. Even the spectators can be held in direct criminal contempt of court. They will collect your ass and have you show up in person to that courtroom. Keep effing around, you'll find out. Can't make this up. Why would you want that? Candace, you're an idiot. You're supposed to be a pregnant. You're bye, Felicia. So it's time for Eric Kirk to start suing. Because otherwise, the killer's going to get away at Candace's hands. I mean, it's going to be all on Candace. She's going to help him get off. Why this is so crazy. All right, so did Jeanette send me this? I got tagged on now. Hold on.
That you made some time for us today.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can y'all hear? I want to make sure I greet everybody. How y'all doing? I just came in going ham. God. My bad. I didn't speak to everybody. Oh, y'all. We're doing a Brandon Tatum style live from bed. I got to cut grass, this evening. So, it is what it is. How y'all doing? Y'all, you can't make this stuff up, Jacqueline. Oh my God, Jacqueline, thank you. Let's get the supers in right quick. Thank you for the $4.99 super. Oh man, that must have been epic. Jacqueline with the $1.99 super. I think it's on Meta Glasses. Maybe no one noticed. Oh, they about to find out. Because the prosecutor is going to bring this to the judge's attention. They've already had this discussion about leaks when it came to Tyler Robinson's feet being shackled or whatever. Y'all remember that photo coming out? This was at the beginning. And they showed Tyler Robinson's feet in shackles. I fussed then. I was like, why? We didn't need to see that. But one of the people in the media press somehow felt that we needed to see a photo or a video of Tyler Robinson shackled at the feet. He's in prison. What you expect? So what? They want to make sure he don't run his little ass about it up. Like, someone took the time to do that. And then it got out. And they had to address the order being violated then. Because of that one photo. It's like, why take the risk of doing this over and over again? If you don't care, then leave it alone. But you're literally going to have a hung jury be the result of this. And you risk you being held in direct criminal contempt of court. Candace, you're not above the rule of law. Keep on acting like you big, bad, and bold. Don't nobody give a damn about your stupid coat. That courtroom could care less that you're roaming the earth. You might want it to stay that way, Candace. You might want it to stay that way where that judge does not know who you are. And if he does, he pretends like he don't so that he can preside over this case. You do not want to have to meet that judge under circumstances requiring you to come to court or you go to jail. Kick rocks, girl. That will not be conducive to your good health or liberty. That shit you doing, that will not work in front of that judge. What you gonna do when they say you all right, I'm gonna sentence you to spend the weekend in jail. You could think about this dumb shit you're doing. Oh man. Then she gonna come out and make it all about her. Girl, kick rocks. They said watch the shout out to Jacqueline for the $1.99 again. Thank you so much, honey. Watch the judge ban Cam's press for trial now. That's what I'm saying. This is what it's pushing towards. This is why it's imperative to understand what this so-called transparency means in the court of law. In these criminal matters, that transparency can end up resulting in, a tainted jury pool. Because you got these dumbasses like Candace that think they're entitled to the information, entitled to videos. You're not entitled to shit. You're not an investigator. You're not an independent journalist. You barely read well. Accolades. Euro. Hooray. Freezing point of water is 32 degrees. But she barely understands basic information. What are we doing? Make this stuff. We're talking about the person that doesn't understand the concept of thunder and lightning. Why? Sweet Jesus, that's the idiot that's capable of causing a hung jury or a tainted jury pool that could result in a hung jury. The one who does not understand thunder. God. And you moron. Let's see. Jesus. Yeah, I think a good weekend in jail, Candace, will do you some good. Lord, I hope you held in direct criminal contempt of court. You and whomever that sent you that nonsense. Both of y'all need to go to jail. Can't make this up. Thank you, CC, for gifting 10 LLC memberships. Ayo, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. And Jacqueline with the 199 super. The prosecution just requested a decision before September. Yep. Because this is crazy. First of all, the defense want to ensure their client gets a fair trial. But not it this way, because they know they deal with the courts every day. They this is not their first criminal case where they're dealing with a murder trial. They know how this goes. These attorneys, the criminal defense attorneys, the prosecutors, this is what they do every day, all day, 5 days a week. They go in and they conduct these criminal proceedings. It is their job. They know how this stuff goes in court. This is why they're not stunned Candace. Tyler Robinson's attorneys are not stunned her. Because they know they don't want this case to be going off array like that. As a matter of fact, they might be happy in knowing if the judge decides to restrict cameras. They know, okay, cool. We can now feel that he will get a fair trial. Or something to that extent. I don't want him to be able to get an appeal. I don't want there to be a hung jury. We don't need unnecessary delays. You trying to seek justice for somebody that was assassinated on national television? You don't want that to result in a hung jury because they were so biased because of Candace and her dumb minions that they've seen half the evidence prior to being selected on the jury. Or one of her dumbass cult members got on the jury. Imagine that. Imagine one of the candy asses getting on the jury. And they're just indoctrinated in this bullshit. But never mind, they don't think laws apply to them. Not how that works. A juror can get locked up too and be held in direct criminal contempt of court. So to anyone under the sound of my voice, if you do get selected for the jury, please remember that you can be held in direct criminal contempt of court. You sure can. You can catch it. It's that simple. Oh, Lord have mercy. So let's get to this, you all. Thank y'all so much. Hit that like button. We're not going to be too long. I appreciate all of you all. Let's get to it.
That you made some time for us today. I wanted to get into this because if you're at all plugged in on social media, you saw that our friend over there, Candace, released a video that it seems to be at least connected or a version of or related to, in some ways, I believe it was Exhibit 11 that the judge basically didn't allow to be seen by the news media during the preliminary hearing, but was shown privately in court. It could be that video. It could be a separate video. It could have been a recording of a video. We're not sure exactly, but it shows somebody I believe, Tyler Robinson. At least that's what the state's position is on the rooftop. And there's a bunch of claims being made that this person was doing a lateral army crawl, that he jumped off a 12 to 4 foot roof and he had to be trained because of that.
No, he didn't. And here's the thing. That's how you end up with that biased nonsense. He had to be trained and blah, blah, blah. He knew how to do a lateral crawl. That doesn't mean he was trained to do it. I could do the Pac-Man. Does it mean I was trained? I could have just saw something and mimicked it. You know, mimicry is something else. It's also a real concept. Mimicry. He could have just mimicked something because he knew naturally that's what he need to do to stay low. That has nothing to do with like specialized training. I learned how to do tinickling when I was in 5th grade. It's a Filipino dance. I didn't have to join anybody's military. There's certain things we just pick up from just observation, mimicry. It does not mean that he was military trained. That's so stupid. Only the military does a lateral crawl. I learned how to do that for fire drills at school. Like there's nothing overly spectacular about that. I don't understand this. This girl is an idiot. This is the nonsense you don't need the jury to be subjected to be exposed to, because you don't need to be military trained to do that type of maneuver. You got firemen that do that. What the hell? Like, she thinks you got to be military trained. That goes to bias. That is her opinion. We don't care. I've seen firemen do that. They're not the military. So for her to even say military trained is already invokes a biasness over that video footage. That is not accurate. It's not factual. You have more groups of people that learn how to do that type of maneuver that have no affiliation with the military. I've seen police officers do that. I've seen firefighters do that. I learned how to do it. I worked in hospitals having to do it. Tornado drills, fire drills. It's not a new thing. It's not some specialized trick or anything. What's wrong with Candace? Candace is an idiot.
You actually know this stuff inside and out. You know what it means to be trained professionally. You know all of these things. We'll play the video in just a second, but what was your initial reaction seeing this footage?
She's wrong. Again, she's wrong. I don't know how else to claim that. She's wrong. She's wrong saying that, I forget what she said. Basically, it'll blown his shoulder out shooting it, or we just seen the gunshot go off. She's wrong personally, in my opinion, stating that this is, the lower quality video, and that the rumors going around of it being a high quality video, therefore everybody is lying. There's very clear signs that the video was compressed, or it was a screen recording, or a combination of both before it ended up getting sent to her. What did you call it? A lateral crawl? There's no such thing, as far as I know. Going through basic military training in the infantry.
Candace, he said there's no such thing. I'm like, what the hell she get that from? I've seen firemen do that. You work in a hospital, you learn some maneuvers to get around, especially like for an active shooter. Like, what the hell wrong with her? There's nothing unique about that. I could do that. What's wrong with her? Candace, you're a dumbass. You are a whole dumbass. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Flex it off of our planet. Just bringing down humanity collectively.
Lateral crawl is not a thing. Low crawl, high crawl, 3 to 5 second rush. That's what taught when I came in 2003. What's still being taught to this day, to the best of my knowledge. When I went through Ranger School, lateral crawl wasn't a thing. I don't remember being taught lateral crawl. None of my buddies happen to remember either. When I was going through Special Forces training and selection, none of that was taught there either. No lateral crawl. When I was going through SEER school, level C, no lateral crawl I remember being taught in that case. And I could keep going through a multitude of different courses I've actually gone through, and no lateral crawl. Going through the sniper course, no lateral crawl. It's just not a thing. Also, falling 10 feet doesn't take specialized military training. It just doesn't.
Yeah, well,
Good
and
God.
there's a lot to go over here, but if we're led to believe that she's been sitting on this clip since October, my first question was,
No, she has.
well, this obviously shows somebody on a rooftop, and it's getting in the prone position.
This girl has not had this since October. You know why? Because Candace, first of all, is an idiot, and she can't hold water or tell you the freezing point of it. Secondly, she would have already released it. Third, boy, that whole explosive mic thing is going out the window, ain't it? Candace, are you running out of content? All of a sudden now, you're somehow opening up to the idea of him crawling on the roof during this lateral crawl. Oh no, he would have blown his shoulder off. So somebody went up there and did something. Because we're not going to your alternate reality, you dum-dum. We don't care that unicorns can fly over there, or that mushrooms are your main choice of meals. Because these idiots are high as hell in their alternate reality. They are high. They floating on clouds like the colors. Just drooling at the mouth and everything, all of them. This hive mentality. Something happened to her, they probably all feeling it, and she can hear all the demons squealing at once. Oh yeah, I'm going in today. At the end of the day, it is irrelevant. He left his DNA on that roof. And it's not something you can plant. And if you plant DNA, do you understand that particles or whatever you're using to plant it would be there as well? Because all of that comes up in testing. This is how dumb she is. She has no idea how DNA analysis works either. Candace, you're a moron. Keep reading a book. Red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. That's your lane. That's where you are. Stay there. Trying to sit here and put this nonsense out. This heifer doesn't know how to report on information, especially on matters going on in the court of law. And if she did care about that or had some knowledge of how to do it properly, she would not violate court orders to do it. Nope. I hope she goes to jail.
Position. And yet we've been, so does this debunk her own exploding mic theories? Like, I'm not sure
she made it up.
what this proves other than,
again,
is there a there? I don't.
Because we know
but besides the laws of physics and introducing the fourth dimension that we talked about with the exploding mic, that all of those other things that she's wrong about on that. She said it looked to her like he's unfolding a rifle. I mean, okay, so Candace, which is it? Did he have a rifle? Did he not? Because now you're saying he has a rifle on the roof and he's in direct line of fire to where it would have impacted Charlie in the exact location in which it's shown. The exploding mic, I mean, we've talked about this. I don't even know if I went over this last time or not. But even half a gram of petin at the size that it is would explode into about 400 cubic inches, right? It would detonate into a gas state, instant change from solid to a gas to about 400 cubic inches. That microphone would be obliterated. There'd be a hole in his shirt. There would be clear signs of this on his chest. He'd have plastic and glass embedded in the side of his face, not just a singular hole. That's not how shaped charges work. Newton laws of physics apply there as well, right? So we've got all of these things that go into it, but mostly that she's now claiming that it's a rifle that he's unfolding on top of the roof.
Well, and so just a quick note on that. I did check with people inside the courtroom that day, and they're saying that this clip that was shown, and we're about to show it in just a sec, doesn't include I believe, a different angle is what I'm led to believe. At least, again, I didn't see it, but there is a portion where you can see him kind of roll over the railing, assemble the weapon. It's a little obscured by the railing, but that's what apparently is happening.
I was asking about that, Andrew, and that they have basically two angles. Guy goes over railing, and you see him doing something. As you said, it's obscured by the railing, but you can see he's taking some kind of action, which we can deduce is likely pulling the rifle.
Because he left DNA up there. Listen, we touched on this yesterday. Your DNA is very unique to you. No other human on Earth. See, Candace, here's how humanity works. No other human on Earth, on our planet, this planet that you invaded and crash landed on, no other human on Earth has the same DNA as I do. So if my DNA is somewhere, my DNA was left there out of my body. are off of my body, like my hair, skin cells, tears, sweat, blood. You understand that? No? Reading is hard for you. I get it, Candace. I get it. Reading is hard for you. So are words. No one else has Tyler Robinson's DNA. Even down to the sequence of the DNA, the genetic sequence is unique to you. He left his very unique DNA that we all have here on Earth. You're an alien. Okay? Candace, you're an alien. So you don't understand how human beings and human bodies work. I'm trying to tell you. You can Google. Practice sounding out the words with George. George! You gotta come out the closet. Candace needs to know what a chromosome is. You can practice with him reading and ask him questions, or Google and ask him questions. If he left DNA up there, that is his DNA. No one else's. DNA evidence is admissible evidence in the court of law because it's unique to you. So no one else will have that DNA. Lord, we thank you. And here she is sitting here putting up stuff that she doesn't understand herself because she's an idiot. Candace, get off of our planet. Will you leave humanity alone? You're not helping a damn thing. You're too busy being vindictive. You have no idea how this is affecting his parents, his mother. Do you not have 3 boys and are pregnant with another one? You can't even empathize with the mother, with Charlie Kirk's mother. You really are a demon, Candace. You're a demon. The seed of Chucky strikes again.
Out of his pant leg, making it ready to go. And then there's like a brief blind spot after that. And then it's the video we see the guy running across the roof, taking a prone position. And at the exact moment where we know the shooting occurred, second later, gets up, runs away. And people, they inject all this doubt into this because I think they're motivated by an ideological agenda or some sort of agenda. But we're able to assess the evidence and put together what happened here.
Well, and that's another good important point, Blake, is that the timestamp is not included in this version. So let's go ahead and play the B-roll. It's about 1 minute and 17 seconds long. We'll play it up 175. So here's this figure running across the rooftop, which we obviously the state is saying is Tyler Robinson. And here's that the staying low.
Can you pause it for a sec right there, brother? Can we pause that real quick so we can talk about that?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a second. So first of all, just being on a rooftop in general, the absolute worst position to try to assassinate somebody from, because you end up silhouetting yourself. And even clearly this guy in the video is well aware of that as it goes up. It's one of the most stupid places. Going through sniper school, you end up calling it cancer, or you look like tree cancer or something like that, because what ends up happening is you break that natural outline of the top of that building. Mm-hmm. And so it becomes very, very obvious. And that combined with movement. Because a shadow. Every human being on the planet.
Candace, for you, it's called shadow. Shadow. You got to pronounce it slowly. Shadow. Shadow. She does not understand silhouette. She can't spell it either.
Is familiar with this. Anybody that plays paintball, anybody that plays airsoft, this is not advanced military training. This is just common sense. As you start to get towards the edge of that, you have to get lower. Clearly, he's worried about it. That is the reason you see him getting down. He doesn't want to silhouette himself up against the horizon and get caught doing it. And that is one of her main claims, I think, is very pertinent. If you go to any paintball range in America, you'll see 10-year-olds doing that. I'm just throwing that out there.
Thank you.
Yeah. So and you mentioned, I think, before on social media that you were saying Lee Harvey Oswald was KGB trained, and
correct.
You don't need to be military trained to do this. I can do it. What the hell? 10-year-olds playing paintball can do this. It's not a unique maneuver, Candace. It's just not. Oh my God. Help the children, Jesus. Jesus, fix it.
Assassinated JFK from, inside a window in a building, because you don't do this type of thing if you are trained from a rooftop. That was your point you made. I think it's important. Okay, so keep playing the footage here. So there he is, kind of in a lower crouch position, going towards the building line of sight, where you can only assume he's crawling.
Can't make this up.
Media that the timestamp lines up approximately with when Charlie was, not approximately, exactly when Charlie was shot, which was 12/23/28
This is
on September 10th Mountain Time. So here he is laying there. And I also want to, there's a bunch of people that says you can't see his face, you can't see the shot or whatever. But to your other point, it looks like a screen recording, a compressed video. There is color distortion that you've pointed out on your social media. And there he gets. So the shot happens. He gets up, runs.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you. From a criminal defense attorney. Lord, we thank you. I just showed them information, Gil, about direct criminal contempt of court. Candace, you could go to jail for 30 days. I hope that happens. Because that judge is not scared of you, you dum-dum. Candace, that judge is not scared of you. Period. Nuck if you buck. That judge is not afraid of Candace Owens or her dumbass court members. Not even a little bit. Person that has the power and authority to lock your ass up for 30 days, you might not want to prick that. Don't feed the bear. Don't probe that bear. That grizzly will maul your ass. We don't. Why is JFK? Candace was not even conceived during JFK. She act like that's the only other murder that's ever occurred on Earth. It's like listening to a horrible clown that think they went to law school talk about sovereign citizenship. That's what Candace remind me of, a Saul sit. I'm Moorish American, and I'm not bound by any of your jurisdictions. I am a whole natural alien. And no laws can hold me back from running my damn mouth. No, Your Honor, you have no power over me. Lock her ass up. Take her out of here. I want her detained. You got 30 days in jail. Go think about it. Candace, they will drag you out that courtroom. You understand? Y'all ever seen a video of this lady? She was a judge. Black lady. Got drug out the courtroom. She was sentenced. A judge, a sitting judge, was dragged out the courtroom and was sent to jail. I'm gonna pull that up while we watch the rest of this. Oh, this is old Candace. This is gonna be you. Hold on, we'll put a video up.
Back, and then I think it just started looping. So let's take that down. So
well, Andrew, I just want to, as you're saying, even if you can't see his face there, well, we watched the preliminary hearing. We have footage of a person where you can see them far more up close. You can see the person limping with something likely down their pants leg. And we see the person, we see a car arriving that matches Tyler Robinson's vehicle. It's the fact that we can trace this person who's walking around the campus. They're walking towards the Losey building right before this person who goes over the railing, who does all of this. It's every time we get one of these gotcha videos that's dropped, it's treated like it's literally the only piece of evidence in the entire case, when we know the reality is that the exact opposite, that we have DNA evidence, that we have text message evidence, that we have surveillance evidence, that we have physical evidence obtained from the scene, and that all of this is what's coming together to build the case.
Confession evidence.
So keep in mind, right, that evidence that you just mentioned of him walking around shows him wearing a backpack, right? And then you see him take what Candace said was an unfolding rifle and throwing it down. I guarantee you, because after he ends up throwing it down, you see him moving into position on.
What's an unfolding rifle? I'm tired of Googling shit, Candace. Oh, God. A folded rifle, Candace, does not look like that. He had to put it together with a screwdriver. For fuck's sake. Lord have mercy.
On that bag. I guarantee you he was shooting off his backpack
Oh man.
to steady his rifle,
You have to Google
shooting off of his
everything.
backpack, and that's what he ended up throwing down and going over there. If anything, this video substantiates the other ones. And the fact that
my
it's a lower
God.
quality compressed video, and that's the best argument they got, they're failing
Oh, yeah,
miserably,
I know, right?
absolutely miserably at this.
Yeah, and throw this image up. This is if we have it. You know, a lot of people. Yeah, 179. So there's all this talk about how you have to be this like trained assassin to do this. I mean, Tyler Robinson grew up in a hunting and shooting family. This is for a lot of people in America. This is a common way to grow up. This is how I grew up: shooting and hunting.
Candace, he had part of it in his pants, the other part in his backpack with the screwdriver. If she were to just go to UVU and actually do that, like, let me just get the same replica of this weapon, go up there, crawl around, pull one part out my pants leg because she about as skinny as a whole boy, and then the other part out my bag, whatever, but screw it together. Go through the mechanics of doing that. It would be the only way she could understand how this was pulled off. She needs to physically see someone do that in person. All these damn candy ass cult members, Candace, you can't get one of your cult members to actually physically do that for you in person, and you record them or go live. Who cares? Get someone that knows how to do all of this. They can complete each step to do it for you in person. You're like a child. You have to be shown everything. What's wrong with you? There are just certain things you're not going to win when it comes to the court of law. Or this will be you, Candace. This will be you. Because you keep on, you go in there and break the court rules if you want to. This is Candace. Y'all see this? This woman is being drugged out by the sheriff. Because she helped around and found out. She was a sitting judge. She was a sitting judge. And she got dragged the hell out of that courtroom. They said, no, you're going to jail. And she got some years. This right here, Candace, this is you. This is a judge. This really happened in real life. Judge dragged out of courtroom after being sentenced to jail. Candace, a judge had no quarrels with locking up another damn judge. What the hell do you think is going to happen to you, you spectator? She was just the intern, Your Honor. Candace Owens is nothing more than just an old intern. You don't think that judge would have a problem with having you dragged out of his courtroom? Yeah, bailiff, come take her with 30 days in jail. Bye. You gonna learn today. They ain't have a problem locking up their own. Oh, this is an ex-judge, Tracy Hunter. They had no quarrels with locking her ass up. Candace, this is you. This is your future. Keep going. Keep playing around with that judge if you want to. This is a whole Candace right here. This is a whole Candace mom. Girl, this will go so viral. It'll be so funny. Candace, you're moron. God. Now she gotta learn the hard way today. You gonna learn today. Lord mercy. No. She a drag judge. You can make this up. Oh God. moving across the campus. Right. This is corroborating. I believe the word is corroborating. I am so glad you said this, Gil. Oh my God. Gil called it. That's a good question. Don't stop. Did anyone ever find out who the two TPUSA people was that Tyler talked to first thing that morning? It's a good question. Maybe they got the call logs and they can trace the calls. Because I would suspect they would have done that either way. They probably even replicated his phone. So all the data from his phone, they have it on another device. And then for whatever they are missing, they could just reach out to the phone company to get whatever they need from, let's say if he had, Verizon, they'll reach out to Verizon and they'll get a subpoena because more than likely Verizon will require a subpoena. But they will cooperate. And then they can get whatever they need, regarding his data from his phone, the iCloud, whatever else in between. But I'm so glad. Oh, whole truth, I'm so glad you said this. Gil is a criminal defense attorney. If she put them up to it, that's a conspiracy to commit contempt of court, obstruction of justice, and many other things. That includes interference. I can't think of off the top of my head, but she can be facing real time. Oh, we already looked it up, Gil. You know I looked it up. Direct criminal contempt of court. Because the person that sent it to her had to record it on their phone in the presence of the court. So they definitely get some jail time. Candace, you will too. No one told you to get that. You obtained it illegally. The law does not care about you being willfully ignorant of it. Willful ignorance, tactical stupidity of the law is not a defense. You have how many attorneys you could just call or reach out to and have them help you understand the law itself, not how they feel or what they think. Baron Coleman is a piece of shit and an insult to the rule of law. So, F around and find out. Better stop listening to his dumb ass. He gonna get you effed up. Because she thinks somehow this is legally applicable. Oh, no sound? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. I will come now. I gotta replay it. Oh, Jesus. Can y'all hear me? Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're doing a Brandon Tatum today. Hey, you said I was... Why, Candy? No, that's not how that works. It's not real. He an idiot. I just can't take him seriously. I can't take Brandon Tatum seriously. Clown. They'll look goofy. All right, I'm going to play this. You all let me know.
Media that the timestamp lines up approximately when...
Can y'all hear the video?
Charlie was... Not approximately, exactly when Charlie was shot, which was 12/23/28 on September 10th, Mountain Time. So here he is laying there. And I also want to, there's a bunch of people that says you can't see his face, you can't see the shot or whatever. But to your other point, it looks like a...
Awesome sauce. I was going over Gil's comment. Where he, being a criminal defense attorney, confirmed what we just looked up. The information we looked up. So the Media Corps representative could potentially be held in direct criminal contempt of court. And Candace could be held in indirect criminal contempt of court. Because, that doesn't preclude or exclude, spectators. Whoever sent you that, and then you decided to just post it up. She talking about Baron Coleman, told me all the stuff we were sitting on Why? Why is he telling you release that? He gonna get you effed up. Meanwhile, who's gonna report his ass to the bar again? Because that's exactly what should happen. Take all of them down. Derek Coleman obviously does not care about justice being served. And he claims that he is a bar licensed attorney. Oh, they would admonish the hell out of him. In every state he's registered in. It's so crazy. She listening to his dumb ass. LSC, I'll be doing a dive into some of the evidence publicly available but not presented during the prelim hearing tonight at 8 p.m. So that would be 11 p.m. Eastern. I'll be tuning in. Yep, I'll be tuning in. I sure will. I'll be done with cutting grass by then. Yeah, this right here. We'll be tuning in. Because this is the thing. There's a difference in you reporting on information, and you have some level of journalistic integrity. We all know Candace does not have that. Versus you're trying to just put stuff out here to get more views and attention. See, the judge will take into consideration the intent and motive behind what you're doing. The intent. Why are you sitting here putting this out? And then she ironically said when she came back now, Baron Coleman reminded me of all the stuff all the evidence we're sitting on. We've been sitting on since October. She ain't been sitting on a damn thing. And Baron Coleman is a dumbass. Report his ass to every bar he's registered with. It's ridiculous. He's stupid. And if the judge were to find out she's being instructed by a whole ass attorney, he gonna catch it. And he could get locked up right next to you, Candace. You see, they don't have a problem dragging out a judge. That judge had it coming. It was just epic. Let's get back to it, y'all.
A screen recording, a compressed video. There is color distortion that you've pointed out on your social media. And there he gets. So the shot happens. He gets up, runs back, and then I think it just started looping. So let's take that down.
Lord,
so Andrew, I just want to, as you're saying, even if you can't see his face there, well, we watched the preliminary hearing. We have footage of a person where you can see them far more up close. You can see the person limping with something likely down their pants leg, and we see the person. Exactly. We see a car arriving that matches Tyler Robinson's vehicle. It's the fact that we can trace this person who's walking around the campus. They're walking towards the Losey building right before this person who goes over the railing, who does all of this. It's every time we get one of these gotcha videos that's dropped, it's treated like it's literally the only piece of evidence in the entire case, when we know the reality is that the exact opposite, that we have DNA evidence, that we have text message evidence, that we have surveillance evidence, that we have physical evidence obtained from the scene, and that all of this is what's coming together to build the case.
Confession evidence.
So keep in mind, right, that evidence that you just mentioned of him walking around shows him wearing a backpack, right? And then you see him take what Candace said was an unfolding rifle and throwing it down. I guarantee you, because after he ends up throwing it down, you see him moving into position on that bag. I guarantee you he was shooting off his backpack to steady his rifle, shooting off of his backpack, and that's what he ended up throwing down and going over there. If anything, this video substantiates the other ones. And the fact that it's a lower quality compressed video, and that's the best argument they got, they're failing miserably, absolutely miserably at this.
Yeah, and to throw this image up, this is, if we have it, a lot of people, 179. So there's, all this talk about how you have to be this like trained assassin to do this. I mean, Tyler Robinson grew up in a hunting and shooting family.
Right.
This is, for a lot of people in America, this is a common way to grow up. This is how I grew up, shooting and hunting and target practicing. Like, there's basic training that you can pick up just by being in a family that's like this. Anyways, we'll continue on with Matt Tardio in just a second.
Firefighters do that. I would do the same thing if I grew up in a family of firefighters. Fucking hell. Candace, you're an idiot. Oh, man.
And we're seeing him.
Comment, Mindy, I'm going to check my DMs. What I have to do is switch screens right quick and switch back because I don't want everybody to see my private DMs.
Very clearly, this is him walking with a limp, going around the corner of this parking structure, and I think, yeah, there he's emerging from the top, and there he is, right there. And this is the very footage where they're actually able to trace his location from point to point to point based on timestamps, based on a visual identification of him going up the stairs, making his way to the rooftop. So this video on the rooftop doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's connected to all these different pieces of footage where they can trace him moving into position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing. So let me know when this is loaded. Okay, this is new 25. Give me 1 second on this. As soon as they have it loaded.
His body movement also substantiates having the rifle in that leg as well, going down the stairs versus going up. Going down, your leg can be straight, and then you can bend it a little bit as you go down versus going up. You got to keep it straight because you can't bend it and lift it at the same time. I mean, those things are, again, it all supports itself.
But the rooftop footage does not exist in a vacuum. It's the next piece of this footage where they're able to track him the whole way. And here's Tyler Robinson's lover identifying him on camera, 25.
Definitely, especially the bottom, the last two, definitely.
Good job. See, and that's the thing. You have this information. Shout out to Gil that's going to be going over what's released to the public, because that's all we should know. But shout out to him. He's going to be going over this information tonight at 8 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, aka for Candace and her dumb coat members, California time. I'm on one today. It's like going over this information, you'll see and understand what it means to have the evidence substantiate the other or corroborate itself. And we spoke about this in the previous live on my second channel. You guys make sure you subscribe to the Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea. We went over the case regarding the singer David. His real name David Anthony Burke, and the 14-year-old girl that he unalived, and how his cell phone data plus the data from his car, from the black box from his vehicle, he had a Tesla, plus video camera footage, all corroborated him being at a specific place, physically located at a specific place at a specific date and time. Evidence has to corroborate itself. If you got one piece of evidence that conflicts with the other piece of evidence, then what are you proving? So understanding how that works and how to decipher the evidence that you're reading or looking at or listening to, whether it be video, audio, documentation, down to DNA evidence, you need to have some sort of corroborating piece of evidence to support your claim. Having at least two good, clear pieces of evidence that is admissible to the court is crucial if you're trying to meet a burden beyond a reasonable doubt. So this is what we are. And she up here putting up that evidence for no damn reason. Well, listen, this is why I keep telling Andrew Cover, you better stop damn responding to her, because Candace does not care. Never seen before rooftop footage. Candace, you going to jail. Jim said the video already trolls did. Oh, it's 25 minutes. And hold on. And I think, Mindy, didn't you send me something? Let me switch over right quick, because I don't want to show my private DMs. Hold on. Let me see what this is. You say you sent something in my DM? Okay, somebody named Matt Tardio. Tardio? Did I say that right? Hold on. So that was the guy that was just on the show, is it not? Okay, hold on 1 second. I had to pull this up. All right, let me go back. So this is from Matt Tardio. That looked like the guy that was just talking on the Charlie Kirk show. When there is one lie, there is 20. There is no reason to lie. Just like I said, don't be shocked when Candace Owens gets all of her electronic devices seized. That should definitely happen. I am all for that. Please, Lord, we pray. And Candace gets held in indirect criminal contempt of court, and that all her devices get seized. Then they can really find out what Russia put on it anyway. She probably should have never brought them back to the United States of America, but whatever. In Jesus' name, amen. Candace, kick rocks. You can't make this up.
On the roof before.
Hold on.
Candace, man.
Y'all let me know if you can hear. All right, let me know if you can hear. We're gonna be moving on. Pray for Spain. Yeah, I know, right? Spain must be traumatized. Candace, you went there and caused natural disasters or something? What you do? Lord have mercy. Okay. Just want to make sure you all can hear. Let's get to it.
The grift is up.
And most people don't even see a gun. I would like to stress that. We have seen no evidence that there was even a gun on the rooftop. Even our source, the person who recorded.
Yep.
The judge will say, okay, now can you explain who recorded it and sent it to you before we find out by pulling your data? Candace is nowhere near as smart as a retarded three-legged goat. This is what happens when we let aliens come here and get comfortable. The hell is going on? Don't you think the judge will be asking you about this video, you dumbass girl? Candace, you're stupid. And because you don't have the sense God gave a Billy Goat to edit none of this stuff out, yeah, you told on yourself.
We heard that, right? Your source, the person who recorded, right? Like that's what you're claiming where you got that video. It was the person that...
Yeah, these Candy Coat members going to end up on a jury. Do you all want to see a jury of 12 dumbasses that sit here and worship Candace? Because that's the potential outcome that can occur right now. You end up with 2 or 3 of her dumb cult members on the jury. Who the hell needs that? For the sake of transparency? Whole case gets thrown out, then what? Because they get on the jury, they're going to have a hung jury. Then what?
Recorded things. That's what you're trying to state now, right? Matter of fact, I put out this post and I said, again, if Candace has all of her electronics seized, try not to be shocked.
I'm hoping for it.
Why would I say that? And I said it'd be a shame if somebody tagged the FBI's rapid response team and they just started to ask questions as to why her source had to record the video.
Let it happen.
Candace, you responded and you said, it would be a shame if you tried on basic comprehension and realized we were speaking about the man whose audio we played last week on our show and who happened to be the only person who recorded footage of the man on the roof before the sound of the blast went off.
Don't you think that evidence would not be shown to the public if it's only one? More of a reason why it would not be released to the public. Oh my God. Candace, just because the FBI spoke with him does not mean that the public knows that. We, the public, did not need to know that, you dumb ass alien. She is so stupid. Oh, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. We did not need to know that. Oh my God. Candace, you are bad at this, you dumb demon. Get off our planet.
FBI already knows who that is because they spoke with him just once. Well, ma'am, all of that would be fine and dandy. Except for you said this.
We did have to obviously zoom in and push out those fed timestamps, but
I'm sorry. What was that?
fed timestamps, but
Never mind the fact that the prosecutor in the state of Utah is spearheading this case, not the FBI. They assist. It is not their case. It is the prosecutors in the state of Utah. Why in the entire hottest parts of hell where Candace reigns and rules, can she not tell her cult members that? Candace, so Sloppy Joe Kent was feeding you fed slop, and then you fed that to your cult base because you keep throwing them red meat. Because Mitch Snow has no problem telling on you about that. None at all. He's the one that said the Sloppy Joe Kent vetted him just to come on your bum ass show. Candace, I don't need anybody that worked with the government to vet anybody to come on my platform. I know how to vet them myself. And it should not involve. Why would somebody need to be vetted by the former director of national counterterrorism to come on your damn show so he can lie like hell and get sued right next to you? Why would that need to happen? So all this time, the cult members still refuse to understand that your cult leader was getting her fed slop from Sloppy Joe Kent. Because as Mitch Snow said, she trusts him. You know, she loves he so much. She my friend.
What did you say?
fed timestamps, but
I'm sorry.
Sloppy Joe
You
Kent.
had to remove whose timestamps, Candace?
Sloppy Joe Kent.
Fed timestamps, but
Candace, would you mind telling everybody why a month after you left
You
Russia,
retarded.
you are releasing a video with those particular timestamps on it
Sloppy
that
Joe
you had to
Kent.
zoom in on to remove? You see, I do.
Sloppy Joe Kent. What else did you give Candace? You know she's a dumbass. I mean, you can be too, but she's really stupid. What else did you give her, Sloppy Joe Kent? Did you give Candace, our secrets from the National Counterterrorism Department you worked in? What else did you give her? Candace, what the hell did you tell Russians over there? And why are you back? She could just stay over there.
agree with some of the things that you say. If you lie, you might just get caught. Isn't that right?
something that I always say in my household is when there is one lie, there's 20. There's no reason.
Yeah, and George said, God help me with this crazy woman I'm married to. He also said he has no idea which personality to expect day by day. He feels like he's married to multiple women because he has no idea which personality he's going to get out of this crazy ass dingback. This crazy dingaling is at 20 people in her head. And even George Farmer said flat out, I feel like I'm married multiple women because I have no idea what I'm going to get day by day with you. My God. George said that in a whole interview. His words, not mine. God help me with this crazy woman that I'm married to. George Farmer said that about this dingling.
Reason to lie. And lies by severe omission, I'd like to be very clear, are lies.
God. Candace, you're a dumbass. All right. God. Oh, child, this is all priceless. You know, cult members and narcissists don't care about hypocrisy. So we all know she knows what lying by omission means and all that blah, blah, blah. She doesn't give a damn. She is absolutely hypocritical. So kingdom come. Candace, this will be you. This is you, Candace. This is your future. Just so we can all see this.
After a judge sentenced another judge to jail time, chaos erupted in an Ohio courtroom. And taking the defendant into custody wasn't so easy. as a court officer had to drag her out. Former Cincinnati Judge Tracy Hunter was sentenced to 6 months in jail back in 2014, but she's been appealing the ruling ever since. She was convicted of misusing her position as a judge to help her brother, who was facing an employment dispute over his job in the county. Her lawyer has claimed her actions didn't break the law.
Judge Hunter has gotten up each morning not knowing whether that was going to be the day that she was going to have to go to jail.
But now that all of her appeals have been exhausted, she had to face the music in court.
What she wants is to control the facts. What she wants to do is write the law. And what
that sound familiar, don't it? Candace want to control the facts, write laws, get rid of our legislative branch of government, be a dictator to the United States of America. Yeah, continue on.
she wants to do is play by her own set of rules.
Play by her own set of rules because she thinks she's above the rule of law. Wow, Candace, this is lining up to sound just like your dumb ass. Oh.
Right up until today.
The case has drawn outrage from the African American community, who say Hunter is being treated unfairly. Several people tried to protest her sentence. One was restrained by deputies and released after being found guilty of contempt of court.
What y'all just hear? Found guilty of what now? Contempt of court. Candace, that's you all day, every day. I told y'all this is Candace. This is your future, you dumb. Right here. This is it. Oh, y'all. Candace, don't wear heels to court. Okay, you got to put on some sneakers. Don't wear heels, girl. They will still drag your little bony ass up out of there. Candace, if you don't go willingly, I guarantee you, they will pick you up and carry you up out of there. A pregnant and all. Your Honor, I can't move. I'm pregnant. I can't do this. I can't go. I'm a pregnant. Yeah, okay, what makes you fine there for 30 days? Bye. This judge got 6 months, Candace. Boy, that sounds like a whole description of Candace, don't it?
Hunter filed a grievance with the county claiming she was injured as she was being dragged away. The sheriff is investigating the claim.
Candace, you can't go in that line like hell like that. oh, this is so priceless. Oh, y'all. Oh, I hope you all enjoyed that laugh as much as I did. Candace, kiss my ass. Oh, that's rich. That is rich. Oh my God, let's go back. All right, we saw the video. You sent me, Mindy. Hold on. Candace still making money off this thing. We got to get Steven Crowder in.
Our rooftop guy begins a tactical crawl. It's actually known in the military as
our rooftop guy. What does that mean? Can y'all hear it first of all? Let me make sure y'all can hear. Oh, man. I enjoyed Bar. That was funny as hell. Oh, Candace. They'll lock you up and drag your ass out. They'd be nice enough to pick you up by your legs, but it'll be like 2 or 3 sheriffs that come in there and they're just gonna carry you up out of there. They're not dealing with your dumb shit. A pregnant or not. They don't care about you being a pregnant. Nope. And you said you in the mood to have more physical fights. You will have that for 30 days in jail.
a lateral crawl. Let's watch that.
Oh God, so sorry.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
And I actually do want to show you side by side so you can actually see a real military man do that alongside this person on the rooftop. Let's bring in that side by side clip. Here we go.
Which military wears that uniform?
Right there is known as a lateral crawl. But we're just going to show you that so that it's clear.
Babies do it too.
Back and forth flash there while he's military crawling. Here we go. There, and we're running that back and forth there.
Okay, we're gonna do a fact check after, but it's fun.
Signaling the bees.
It says, Charlene, will you marry me?
You now have that.
She's
So
signaled.
let's watch and see if we, with our eyes, can observe some sort of a kickback.
All right.
And again, I have to apologize. I
What's a kickback?
This is not like Benny Johnson 4K footage, but it's at least clear enough here on your screen that you would be able to discern a strong kickback on a gun.
What's a
from
kickback?
somebody
That
who's
means
just
like being
laying
paid by
down
a foreign
taking a
nation.
shot. See here.
Because Candace doesn't know how guns work. Candace, I can't even pull up a gun. I can't even pull it up. So I'm not going to do that because YouTube is stupid. What is a kickback? Can someone explain the kickback? Is it like a kickback from a bull? Like you riding a bull and the bull is like, get your yeasty ass off of me. And then it kicks your ass from behind. How does that go? How does this kickback work? Damn it! What is this kickback? Why can't she say recoil? Jim, why is it that Candace can't say recoil? Kickback paddywhack is called a recoil. Dum. You can't make this up. Candace, there are no words for you. Oh, we just gonna watch that judge get dragged out again and just visualize that being your dumbass.
All 18 pixels.
10 more seconds here.
That looked
okay. He is
like
up.
a slight kick, if that's what you mean, in his leg at one point, which would be the very mild
Anybody-
recoil in a prone position taking the shot.
It's a solid 300 frames per second, too.
Anybody see a recoil?
Oh, she meant recoil. Oh, recoil. Yeah.
See
Yes, I did.
He
Very
was
slight,
looking
but yeah.
through a scope as he allegedly was.
Y'all know somebody like George probably held up a sign. Recoil, you dumbass. Y'all, George did what he done. He was like, recoil. George in the background, he just stomping around. George behind the camera, just like, oh. He had to hold up a sign that says recoil. 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 I'm on one today. Oh, Candace, you dumb.
You might even expect a black
Oh
eye.
my God.
Why? Did a bird punch him in the face? What?
like it's a 30-06 in the pro. He's acting like it's Samus Aran's plasma cannon. Like, okay, this brings us to stupid in 2 minutes or less. Or it's free. Toolman, 2 minutes or less. Start the timer. All right. Claim, first one, that this evidence was withheld from the court. Truth, actually, the defense demanded it be withheld, not the prosecution. The prosecution wanted this all publicly available because they find it very damning for Tyler Robinson. The defense said, don't release it, and the judge ordered that to be the case. Claim, the video depicts an advanced tactical military crawl. Truth, former Army Ranger Josh?
No.
Okay. Claim, the man on the roof is military signaling. Truth, former Army Ranger Josh.
What would he be signaling?
Yeah, so it's too blurry to see.
Was it like a flanking maneuver? No.
Okay, it's too blurry to see the kickback, but not blurry enough to see like, look over here. Claim, that person doesn't even look like Tyler Robinson. Truth, the person doesn't look like anybody for the same reason Mario Land on your Game Boy doesn't look like anybody. However, there's a plethora of publicly available footage.
Hey now, Mario and Luigi looks like no one. The Super Mario Brothers. What are you talking about? The Mario and Luigi are directly pickle. Candace, you're so stupid.
Pictures and images showing Robinson on site with his parents, even confirming, but I'm sure that, of course, that's also the feds as well. Claim, you never see a person pull out a gun. Truth, I guess it's not in this footage, but it looks like he's crawling with something in his hand. Sorry, tactically, militarily. Claim, there was no recoil.
Truth, I saw some. Gerald saw it. I think you saw it. Recoil from a 30-06 is pretty moderate, especially in the prone position. The idea that it would cause a black eye, you'd have to be retarded. Another truth, the medical examiner report, which of course is not real. It's all fed slop, confirmed that he died from a gunshot wound to the neck. There you go. There you go. That's it. We don't even need any more. 2 minutes. That's that. We don't need the full 2 minutes on the timer.
Well done, Stephen Crocker. Well done. Oh, I like this ending. Oh, that's priceless, Candace. You're so stupid. Oh my God. Oh, hold on. I'll make sure I got it.
Here is
hold on. So Jen, the producer. Boy, shout out to Jen, the producer. Gary from Pyramid Tactics. Put this information out here. Candace Owens, how much she made since Charlie Kirk's murder. Now, we've all seen here in the Lady Luck Club, we've seen all 3 episodes of Joshua Carr's mini expose investigation on Candace, the dum-dum, who wants gum-gum. And he did some mathematics in his series. It's 3-part series. We had a watch party on every single one. And I was just elated. And I begged him to do more. He said, no, Lady Luck, we gotta, no. No, I don't want to be like her. Man, I begged him. We tried LLC. When Josh Carr came over to the LLC, we asked him about how he came up with the information. And it was just, data and running some estimates. So that's what this is. It's approximately. Y'all see that word there? Approximately. So it's just some estimates based on what her views are, subs, impression, engagement. There are stats that anyone can see on YouTube. You can go to our analytics and look at that and look it up. And it will tell you around about estimated revenue. And if you look at all of her platforms, total audience 34 mil, and we have to remember that many of these people are repeat. So let's say you have like Twitter X and Facebook are the 2 highest, right? 90% of the people that are on X and Facebook are probably sub to her. So they wouldn't count as one separate person. It's just subs. This is like the number of people subscribed or following her. It could very well be 6 million bots across all platforms following her. So technically, she may have a strong 2 to 3 mil watching, because that's the number she's pulling in now. But if you take a look at all the content across all platforms she's done and the revenue potential, what you end up with here, plausible 40 to 80 million gross revenue. Plausible. Most defensible working range, 35 mil to 65 mil gross revenue. This is madness. If you have and I think Josh Carr hit around 50 to 60 million. So that falls within both of these ranges. And he did his 3-part investigatory series, what? Was it early up this year? It's on my playlist on, the Lady Luck Club. Make sure y'all go check it out. And then show your love to Joshua Carr. But this is within the ballpark of what he estimated in his research. And you have to remember all her revenue sources here. Not just on the platforms with these dumbass books or paywalls and blah, blah, blah. Podcasts and whatever she's doing. Let's not forget all these so-called appearances she does. Where, she just go on and just spit out her bullshit all over the place. Look how much she's potentially earning. And she's telling the cult members, I don't have $5 million to pay my attorneys. I don't have it. And that's just go all the way through, right? It's all the way through. We don't have that money. Can y'all buy my t-shirts? She wants them to forget how math works. And maybe they have. I mean, you know, the cult seems to be pretty stupid, but whatever. But this is what she has to gain. And this is just based on the data and numbers. It's an estimation. It's funny how no matter who's doing these so-called expose pieces on Candace and George, because he's standing behind the camera, the numbers still tend to trend around the same amount. The range of this from 35 or 40 mil up to 80 mil, 65 to 80 mil. Josh Carr said 50 to 60 mil. Very plausible for her to be getting upward of 65 to even up to $80 million. That's what's so crazy about this. She's making all of this stupid money, but telling her cult members, please buy my t-shirt so I don't have to spend my money on the 30 fees. And then I asked earlier, you know, would anybody be mad if I started a Save Go Now? Because I'm in between employment. I hope y'all said the answer said no. So this right here. Oh my God. Candace, 40 million? And you have your cult members sitting here giving Mitch Snow money, and you have yet to match that dollar for dollar. Because she has not done that. This is what she's earned. Sitting here weaponizing Charlie Kirk's death. Meanwhile, undermining the prosecutor's case in the state of Utah. Because it is their jurisdiction. It is their case. The crime was committed in the state of Utah. And the prosecutor has that jurisdiction. That court has jurisdiction over that matter. Not the damn FBI, for sake. But she won't even repeat that one piece of truth. Simple truth. Now, why not call it state slop? I mean, whatever. But at least you're giving credit where it belongs. Credit belongs to the prosecutors. And they have terabytes of data. Meanwhile, these morons can't figure out why they can't prove Tyler Robinson was not at the smokehouse. Because, you know, it's funny how they cannot prove that. They don't even know what evidence to gather for that. It's ridiculous. So here's where we are. So shout out to channel producer Gary for posting this up. Shout out to Joshua Carr for doing a 3-part series on this where he covered that. And the amounts are something else. Is mind-boggling. Candace, how these numbers seem to come out, you know, about the same. Because they do. Jesus, fix it. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I got all in, on that. Okay, what is Artie Trolls? He said, Candace is going to jail. My Lord.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? I'm going to serve you up some straight up Candace Owens hypocrisy. Let's get started.
Pretty angry, which is why some of them just straight up wanted.
Hold on. Can y'all hear? I don't know why I keep forgetting to do. Hit the 4 if you can hear. Because I want to hear what Artie Trolls had to say. We have Gil that's listening. Criminal defense attorney who's going to be going live. He's listening in. And he's already said, oh, yeah, no. The person that sent her that video, they recorded it in court. Evidence that should not have been put out. Can get in trouble just as well as Candace. Candace. I know, right? She's still like Pippi Longstocking. Candace, you dumb dingling. Y'all tell Jay, man. He took me back to my childhood, though. Jay from the story box. Oh my God, he called her dingling. Well, when I said I was funny, I was hollering. Oh, he took me back to my childhood. All right, let's listen to dumb dingling.
Me arrested. I'm not kidding. This person tweeted, if Candace is not charged for obstruction of jury tampering after releasing footage of allegedly Tyler Robinson killing Charlie to our audience today. A Judge Graff demanded not be shown. She is part of the two-tiered justice system. I'm not going to post it, but the defense argued it not be shown to the public so that Tyler Robinson gets a fair trial. Well, Candace just released it. I don't know how, but people need to go to jail.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Now, if you can't glean off of this,
Candace, agreed. Artichoke said agreed. Another, what's his name? We just saw him. Hold on. I'm about to. Andrea Burkhart agreed. Matt, is it Matt Tardio agreed. Obscure moderator agreed. Girl. Judge, prosecutors, and defense attorneys would agree. Because see, at the end of the day, prosecutors would not want evidence that the judge says should not be released to be released because it would be a violation of the court order. It would be a violation of the judge's ruling. The prosecutors are not going to risk being held in direct criminal contempt of court, Candace, because you're so stupid. By violating the judge's order. Whether they want it released or not is irrelevant if the judge says no. These are the people that work in this court all day, every day. Prosecutors have a rapport with the judge at the very least. They wanted it released. The defense attorney said no. The judge said no. Correct me if I'm wrong. And for some reason, Candace thinks no means yes. Candace, no means no. No means no. No means no. You can't make this up. She thinks she's above the rule of law. She is an idiot. Susie cute. And Erica is right. The lady that sent this post. She is absolutely correct. Candace should be going to jail. Because you violated the court order. You violated the judge's order. You're not above the rule of law. Now, we definitely got to end on that judge being carried out again. It just brings me great joy in knowing that there could be a possibility to happen to you, you dumb. Candace, you're dumb.
Yes, I will explain exactly what this is. Candace Owens showed evidence that the judge explicitly told her not to show. Not directly to Candace anyway, but they had the courtroom say, hey, we cannot show this evidence to the public. This is going to be behind a closed door. We're going to do this. That's what the defense wanted. That's the team that Candace Owens defends is the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes out and she shows that exact footage.
Yep.
She even admits it, but I'll show you here in a second. But why is this so hypocritical when she's saying, oh, well, they want me arrested now? Well,
yeah, you should be.
Is why it is impossible for me to think that Erica Kirk is not complicit somehow. Straight to jail for questioning at least Erica.
No. Candace, you violated a court order. You dumbass. Then I dare you. Oh, Candace, you have no idea how happy I am to know that you can be held legally accountable for you being an idiot. Lord, we thank you. Let it happen quickly. Hopefully they move in like they did with Andrew Tate. You know, your new bestie, Candace. You sending him love letters in prison or what? You know he not stunning you. He said he would lay down with a transsexual. Okay. His prison time and experience there should be very interesting. Meanwhile, Candace, you might be next. Now, will they send the U.S. Marshals? No, they don't send out the sheriff to come and collect your dumb ass. Because more than likely, you would think this is a game. The judge will summon you to court. You will not go. And then you're going to be big mad talking about, I have freedom of speech. Then the sheriff's going to knock on your door. Can Mrs. Owens Farmer, we need you to come out, please. Come out, ma'am. And then she looking, peeking through the blinds. Shh, they're outside. Her and Joy standing there looking crazy at each other. And she telling him, don't move. Turn the lights off. Turn on the lights off. Shut up. Take the baby in the room. Ma'am, we know you're in there. We hear you. Come on out now, or we will kick the door in. Oh, okay. Ma'am, go get some shoes on. We need your ID. Come with us. And they will have you flown out to Utah to stand before that judge. They will do that. That's tax money well deserved for me. I don't mind them spending tax dollars to do that. We all want that to happen. If you're going to spend tax dollars, at least entertain us while we're at it. I am here for that. Hit the 4. To the judge, if you listen, Judge Graff, if you gotta spend some tax dollars to go and collect Candace's ass, please make sure they're wearing body cameras, and then there's at least one news crew that can live stream everything. All right? Because we don't trust nothing she says. She's a dumbass liar. We want it live streamed. All the cops need to have their body cameras on, recording everything. That would break the internet. Candace, you talking about going viral. There you go. Which granted, you will break the internet with being collected by the sheriff so you can have your ass extradited to the state of Utah to answer to that contempt of court charge. I am so here for this. Oh, Candace, I got time. I would absolutely get up and go live. It would be, we would be streaming for hours. That would be all day. That would just, make me so happy. Candace finally being held accountable legally. Oh, yes. Candace, all the sheriffs will come and pick you up. The ones that you're talking about support you while they serving you lawsuits, we will find that out in real time. It'll be a warrant for your arrest, you dumbass dingling. I'm so here for this. And Candace, we'll be able to get the police body cam and the police dash cam footage as well. And then be able to watch it over and over again. You understand? As a matter of fact, hopefully they're wearing the cameras the entire time. And then they put your ass on a plane. And then we see that happening. And then you go through the airport. We see that happen. And then you show up for court in handcuffs. That's exactly what you would get, you dumb heifer. Okay, you're going to jail.
I have seen enough, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen enough. Erica Kirk should be dragged into a police precinct for questioning like
an innocent person that you can't even quote. Candace, I can give you the actual charge you can be hit with. Contempt of court. You want the Utah statute code? Let me get it.
Like I said, the amount of evidence that is now piling up,
I
would say against Erica Kirk, is almost akin to an NBC Dateline episode.
I don't want to say anything that's controversial. She did it, but I don't want
It just screams at me that this was an inside job. It reeks of an inside job. That is how I feel. There is why it is impossible for me to think that Erica Kirk is not complicit somehow.
Just pure hypocrisy.
She's a narcissistic lying snake. Candace, y'all ready for the law? Because we got it. We got it. Candace, we got the law. See, you, dumb dingling, cannot even express one statute code that Erica Kirk has violated. I have several. Can we bless God for our 3 separate but co-equal branches of power? Boy, I love the United States of America, don't y'all? Oh, we love it. In Utah, criminal contempt is defined in Utah Code Statute 78B as in boy, -6-301, and punished under Statute 78B as in boy, 6-310 covering conduct that disrespects, obstructs, disobeys court authority with penalties up to $1,000 in fines and 30 days in jail for most courts. Can we say amen in the chat? See, Candace, I can actually put statute codes to the dumb shit you've done. You can't do that with Erica Kirk because you're an idiot. What you've done violates real laws that exist in the state of Utah. Chef's kiss. Woo! Lord have mercy. Oh, this is so priceless, Candace. You're so stupid. You could get $1,000 fines and 30 days in jail for most courts. Let that happen, Lord. And let me get $25,000. Candace, where's my $10,000? Pay me my money. With the lunch with Ben Shapiro. The audacity of you. What constitutes criminal contempt? Under Utah Code Statute 78B as in boy -6-301, criminal contempt includes acts such as, y'all ready? Disorderly, contemptuous, or insolent behavior toward a judge during proceedings, breach of the peace, boisterous conduct, or violent disturbance interrupting court, misbehavior or willful neglect by court officers or attorneys, deceit or abuse of court process by a party, disobedience of a lawful judgment, order, or process. Candace, is you all day. It'll be the easiest one that prosecutors will be able to prove. Candace, the prosecutors will bring forth this charge to the court. You do understand it, right, you dumbass? As a matter of fact, it'll be the defense attorneys. They're going to be like, Your Honor, we got to do something. This dumb dingaling is putting out evidence that you said should not be released, and she did it anyway. So we got to find the person that recorded it and sent it to her, and then get her ass for putting it out. Dumb dingaling. Candace, this is you in that media corps all day. Right here. Acting without authority as a court officer, attorney, or counselor. Candace, how many times you going to keep telling people you an investigator? A federal one? Didn't I tell you impersonation is a felony? Didn't I tell you that? You want to sit here and act like you somebody's counsel. Baron Coleman can catch it too, because he's a dumbass. He's actually an officer of the court as an attorney. Yeah, no. Misbehavior or willful neglect by court officers or attorneys. And then have to say to the party in the case. So you got Baron Coleman counseling you and telling you to put out evidence that the judge said don't do it. So kiss our ass. We don't care if you get caught up. No, you had this coming. Candace, you had this coming. Like, Candace Biker Babe. Yeah, this is so awesome. Acting without authority. As a court officer, you pretended to be somebody's attorney when you're not. You impersonating federal investigators when you're not. You calling yourself an investigator as if you're even smart enough to investigate a criminal matter when you're not. Yeah, keep going, girl. You're breaking all kinds of laws. Rescuing someone or property in court custody. Unlawfully detaining a witness or party. You know, all that harassment you keep doing, you know, expecting people to give you answers. I told you to stop harassing them. Yeah, keep on, you dumbass. Unlawful interference with court process or proceedings. Candace, you doing this is interference. Because, see, the court process that's in place says that the judge said no. No means no. There's a jury selection that's going to occur. It's called constitutional rights to a fair trial. You're interfering in actually prohibiting that from being carried out. That's why the judge said no means no. We don't care if you don't like what the judge has to say. We don't care that your dumbass cult members can't read or do math or understand the freezing point of water. We don't care that you did not know what thunder is for over 35 years. We don't give a shit how you feel. That you do not override the rule of law. You already said in a post once before that you were going to violate a court order. Didn't y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Hit the floor if y'all remember that. Candace did a post. Can I get retagged on that one, please? Can one of the mods retag me on the post? Candace did a post last year. Y'all remember? I definitely plan on violating a gag order. Come again? Come again, helper. See, here's the thing with me, Candace. I'm smarter than you, and I can remember. Just like I remember you doing those business entity disclosure statements in a separate lawsuit and was able to point out how your damn attorney lied in the Macron case. Yeah, I remember you putting up a post saying that you were knowingly and intentionally going to violate a gag order. The judge puts a gag on this evidence being released. The judge said no means no. And then you was like, no means yes. And who gonna check me, boo? Oh, okay, cool. We'll just report your ass and let the judge check you for real. You think people playing about this? No. When you start interfering with judicial matters to which you don't even understand, you should get what's coming to you. I know you watching, you dumb dingling. This is crazy. All these things she's violating under one statute code. Then you get hit with all these charges. You understand what that looks like for you. All that 30 days in jail would be peanuts. If the judge actually sentenced you 30 days in jail for each charge. Is Gil still here? Wouldn't that be a possibility? Let's say she get 4 of these out of, the list. The judge hits her with 4 different charges. And he found her in contempt. Couldn't he sentence her for 30 days for each charge? Because I'm just trying to figure out. He said, check my emails. Hold on. Is Gil still here? Couldn't she get hit with, like, the sentence would be each charge? Isn't that a possibility? Let me know. Because if she gets like 3 off this list, and then the court sees that as a separate charge under the same statute, but a separate offense, right? Let's say the judge says you're contempt of court. Sentence is 30 days for each charge here. That means theoretically she could end up doing what, 90 days? Correct me if I'm wrong. Or is that the cap? I don't know the sentencing guidelines in Utah, but sounds right. Maybe more. Because there is conspiracy for each crime also. Yes. Candace, conspiracy to commit contempt of court is also a charge. It's not. I would have to look at the sentencing guidelines. Ooh. General courts, justice court, judge, commissioner. Incarceration for 30 days, definitely, and a fine for $1,000. Maybe he hit her with $1,000 per infraction, and then sentenced her 30 days to run concurrent. Boy. Candace, you will have it coming. If the judge decides to do that consecutive like that, you can see 90 days easy for each infraction. Like, she's so stupid. Baron Coleman not telling you that. So dumb over there practicing, his dumbass shit with him thinking in his mind he's an attorney, didn't tell you that. Candace can't even Google sentencing guidelines. That stuff goes over her head. Can't make this up. Wow, this is crazy. Friend. Oh, we get this at the end. I see the email. This is crazy. Candace, this is what you got potentially coming your way. You thought this was a game? People told you to get your ass on somewhere. Stop interfering with this matter. You're not reporting on it. You're interfering and obstructing. There's a difference. And so this dumb moron can get hit with unlawful interference with court process or proceedings, as well as the person that recorded it. They're going to catch it even more because they're in the courtroom. Disobedience of a subpoena or refusal to be sworn / answer as a witness. No, man, juror misconduct. Because Candace, see, if one of the candy ass cult members get their ass on that jury, and they decide to go in there and try to do something dumb, that juror misconduct will not only get them removed, they will be charged and the hearing would occur right there on the spot. Then I don't even think it would be a hearing. Because, see, it's happening in the presence of the court. That would be direct criminal contempt. They would go to jail. You might want to tell your dumbass cult members to sit their asses down somewhere. Or, if they want to go to jail, that's on them. We will not feel bad for it. Nope, we will not. We will laugh at their ass. Because they got it coming. That's the last thing the judge wants is the jury to act up and sit here and show any level of misconduct. That also interferes with the right to a fair trial. Because you're now putting the court in a disadvantage. And it's like, why? How for what? Because you think it's not Tyler Robinson. We don't care. The judge, the court, the jury should not care how Candace Owens feels about shit. Not one little bit. Facts and feelings and laws and evidence does not care how you feel. It doesn't care. Facts, law, and evidence have nothing to do with your feelings. Your feelings are irrelevant. Disobedience by an inferior tribunal or officer of a superior court's lawful orders. Candace. Dear Baron Coleman, he can catch it as well. Being an attorney means you're an officer of the court. That's why it's disgusting and repulsive that he's acting this way. He can be reported to every bar association he's registered with. No one should lose sleep over that. Report his dumb ass. It's ridiculous. He's telling her to release this stuff. Child. So this is what she's looking at. $1,000 fine under Utah Code Statute 78B as in boy -6-310. And incarceration up to 30 days or both. She probably get both. Because see, you got 6 million bots repeating your BS. The influence that your nonsense has is unbelievable. But it can bite you in the ass. And you obviously want that to happen. So yeah. Criminal contempt of court, Candace, gets you arrested. Or an arrest warrant will be put out. Yeah, because that'll be by court order. And then they'll come collect your ass in Tennessee and then take you over there to Utah. Period. You violating the judge's orders in a different state? What the hell is wrong with you? She's stupid. All right. You can't make this up. Y'all remember this post, right? I'm trying to find the post. Oh, man. Can somebody tag me in on the post? Please. It's the post she did of the where she said she was going to violate the gag order. She has every intention on doing it. Candace, that's intent. You stupid. She already proven that. She already shown intent. Because she's a moron. Didn't make this up. Oh my God. I'm trying to see it myself. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, you guys are funny. Y'all see what Dom, da, dom, 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 dom. That Pippi Longstocking girl is awful on you. Oh, Candace, you dumb dingling. This guy wearing the recoil. Oh, this is priceless. Y'all, people's like, oh, we all in this today. Honey, can we go home? Erica already moved out. George, you big dummy. Oh, and then, the moment comes when she just backhands him and gives him another black eye. You can't make this up. Oh, this is priceless. Candace, how long you been stalking that woman? You can't make this. And she admitted to it. Yeah, well, yeah. I got direct sources and contacts, obviously living in her residential building. Why? What? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find the I'm still looking for the post. Let's get back to Artie right quick. Oh my God. Oh, it's so funny. And we got one. Oh, Candace, you're pregnant. Francisca Sibling. Oh my God. Oh, y'all, man, this is good. I tell y'all, man, listen. The creative minds just come over here in a flow. Epic. And those photos get used as thumbnails too, Candace. They might land on t-shirts. All right, back to Audi Trolls. Hit the floor if you can hit.
Drag her to a precinct. Straight to jail. Everything else about that. But when it's called for Candace Owens to go to jail for actually breaking the law and being complicit in releasing something from a trial or from a hearing that could ultimately change the outcome of the trial. Judge Graff has every right to come out now and say, okay, well, it got leaked again when we said no, so now no more cameras in the courtroom. Candace Owens could single-handedly get that done.
Yep.
She would be playing right into the defense and helping them out. That's why she shared this. By actually going a bit against the defense overall, she strengthens the defense. Then the judge gets to rule and say, well, because this happened, now no more cameras in the courtroom. Candace Owens gets exactly what she wants by obscuring this court case.
Yep.
It's not a smart idea. It's not a smart idea at all because this could end up with Candace Owens actually getting arrested and charged for this.
Exactly.
She's not thinking with her head. And I've got plenty of proof for this too. So just let's play the rest of this out. Before we get started really here, guys, I know I'm a little late on this, but please give me a like and subscribe. It's really all I ask for.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on this video and then hit the like button on this one. Because we here for it. Hit the like button on this one, y'all. Well, you can't make this up. Oh, thank you. Listen, we got it, y'all. Hit a post. Back on October 19th, 2025, 11:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a.k.a. Tennessee time, for the Dum Dum Dingling. Candace said, don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. Leave us out of your bullshit. We're not going to jail with you. You're going by yourself and the media person that sent you that video. And Baron Coleman, he can get it too. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to burn the house down. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. Because somehow this is a whole sentence on his own. All that dumb broken English. Candace, you've done that. You violated a court order. Funny how you actually did that. Oh, yes, we're here for this. Your punk ass. I hope they lock you up, you dumb dingling. Candace, you're an idiot. Hold on, y'all. I gotta clip the law up in here. Oh, this is priceless. We do this stuff in real time. This is real time. You know, because you just got to. Oh, I'm just rubbing it in. Candace, you're a dumbass. You moron. Oh, look at this. Laws. Candace, laws that can be cited to hold you in direct contempt of court. You moron. Oh, and I hope they hit you up with all the fines. All the fines, all the jail time. Because you could just stop interfering. Oh, yeah. We're doing this in real time. Yes. You gonna learn today? Candace, you gonna learn today. Child. Oh, let's do it. Because, the candy-ass cult members think, you just making stuff up. Regardless of the fact that I actually put up these screenshots with evidence. They still, no, Lady Luck, you're just doing a scare tactic. What you mean? I don't have to do no scare tactic. It's called reading. It's fundamental. I don't do scare tactics. That's not necessary. Candace, if anything, I'm laughing at the idea of you being drug out in heels. No, we don't do scare tactics. It's ridiculous. Oh, Candace, we just read. Yeah, just because she's not smart enough to read, I mean, reading is not fundamental. It's fundamental. Yeah. Candace, you're a dumbass. The media press member will catch it as well. Enjoy the bologna sandwiches. Oh, Candace, you didn't think this was gonna happen. Oh man, well done, LLC. Well done to all the Luxes. Well done. Oh man, all right, I gotta move this along, y'all. I gotta move it along. Oh, let's get back to it. Y'all thought I was playing? Hell no, I do that in real time. Oh, we're not playing with you. You dumb dingling. You want this killer to get off? What's wrong with you? Yeah, just keep on playing. You're not an attorney. You're not an investigator. You don't work for the feds. Sloppy Joe Kid may have told you things he shouldn't have told you. But you are not an investigator or a federal investigator or a fed or an officer of the court. You were just an intern. Just an intern. Oh, my good Lord. All right, let's get back to it. Hit the floor if y'all can hear.
I do have memberships if you want to help out that way, and you'll get this video earlier than the rest of the public. Just a members-only video for like an hour or two, and then it goes public. Thank you all for being here. Likes and subscribes are the best way to support this channel. Please. Hey, everybody. I have to butt in here real quick with a quick little edit. I forgot to add this into the video. Candace is actually genuinely freaking out here about going to jail. Like, this is straight up. So this Matt Tardio guy who ended up retweeting Ben is saying, if Candace Owens has all of her electronics seized, try not to be shocked. And she says, if I have all my electronics seized, try not to be shocked when every piece of footage and evidence hits the internet immediately anyway. When an investigation is truly decentralized, there is no nucleus that can be captured. And she ends up retweeting him again, I think right here. Yeah. Don't be surprised when Candace Owens has her computer and all of her electronics seized. And she goes, LOL, they are big mad. And to think it's only the beginning. What? Like, she knows that she received that video, which we get.
They are what? What'd she say? Can someone tag me on that one? I know damn well she didn't say big mad. Candy, you stealing my quit, you dumb dingling.
Which we get into later into this video. Stay tuned. Watch this whole video all the way to the end, guys. She ends up
What?
And she ends up retweeting him again, I think right here. Yeah. Don't be surprised when Candace Owens has her computer and all of her electronics seized. And she goes, LOL, they are big mad. And to think
God! No, you you didn't, you dumb. Oh, Candace, you can't even be original. The audacity. Candace, I really wish you retweet my post because I put the law up. I want you to repost it. I want you to repost it. One thing you cannot do is read, because you certainly can't deny the law. I know damn well she just steal my. Who else says big man? Stop it. Audacity.
Only the beginning. Like, she knows.
Oh my God.
She knows that she received that video, which we get into later into this video. Stay tuned. Watch this whole video all the way to the end, guys. She ends up accidentally admitting that they recorded this in the trial. Now, she stops herself short, but you'll see the part where I'm talking about, guys. Let's continue on with the rest of the video, though. I found this to be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
especially,
it is.
you know,
It's
it's
so
when we get to this video right here. You guys will see it. Thank you all. Sorry about that. The rest of the video, boom. And make sure to click the video that's at the very end also. It'll appear here at the end. I forgot about that.
This is backed up by an account called Lisa Knows. She wrote, Candace has just released footage the judge ordered not to be shown to the public. She's already doxed a witness for the prosecution. When is she going to be charged with obstruction? This is completely out of hand. She's doing everything she can to destroy this trial. She is absolutely evil. I love the idea that I'm obstructing justice, but
and she has no idea what that charge means. Gil, you hear this? This is something outside. Candace, you have no idea what obstructed justice is. Oh my God. Gil, do you hear this? Oh man. Oh man, please tell me you're going to go over how she obstructed justice tonight. Candace has no idea at all what obstruction of justice means. Baron Coleman didn't tell you that, you dumb.
they are bringing literal influencers to court and lying. Influencers.
Yeah, that never happened. They didn't bring influencers to court. Charlie's friends came to see the trial. They can do that.
Influencers are going out and lying about what they see inside the courtroom. And of course, that was pretty swiftly community noted, charging me with obstruction of justice. The community note reads, Candace released independently obtained Lozy rooftop footage. Court limits on broad.
Candace, why did you community note that? You know damn well that was evidence that a judge in a court of law said do not release. Bye, Felicia. You got to comment.
Casting exhibits applied to courtroom media, not third-party commentators.
But
no, you obtained it illegally. That's how it works. You knew that was not evidence that the public should have seen, and you didn't ask the person that sent it to you. How did you get this? All this is priceless. Ignorance of the law is not a defense, Candace. And no, that is not protected under the First Amendment. You're an idiot. Oh, let that happen, Lord. Let her get locked up.
There's a problem with that little caveat. See, you admit right here. Here it is. You admit right here what your source did.
Even our source, the person who recorded.
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
Oh my God.
Legal standard for obstruction of justice requires corrupt intent to impede proceedings. I am not.
And there you go. And here's the fact. She did not give us the native footage at all. You can see how pixelated it is. And she admitted that it was recorded.
Trying to impede proceedings. I'm trying to help them along.
No, really? You're not.
This is just what happened.
Nope.
I'm not hiding anything.
No.
You're not hiding emails. You're not hiding your sources. You're not hiding evidence.
Saying share more. Daylight is the best disinfectant.
Nope. You said Baron Coleman told you that you were sitting on extra evidence, blah, 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 and that you should release it. However, if you paid attention a little bit to what happened in court, you would know that the judge's orders restricted that piece of evidence from being released to the public. You obtained it illegally, knowingly putting it out there that it was under judge's order to be refrained from being released to the public because reading is fundamental. Candace, get an attorney. I shouldn't even have to tell you this because you got a whole lot of attorneys and you can't keep none at the same time. You get attorneys and then you can't keep them. Get an attorney. One that is a criminal defense attorney. Baron Coleman does not count because he advised you to do this. You said that in a video. Oh, Candace. Didn't you say last year you were going to violate a gag order? Yeah, that's going to come up as intent. You've already proven intent. You've already shown that you will intentionally violate court orders. And you're claiming to do this on behalf of planet Earth? Get your ass off of our planet.
Correct, it is. So show us the email from the correspondence dinner.
Oh, man.
Show us who your sources are. Show us all the rest of the evidence you have. Email that sunlight's the best disinfectant.
This is
but
crazy.
you hold on to it. You hold on to it. You hold on to it. You get it legally. I mean, look at this. I'm not even kidding. Like, what was the exact word she said? Cord. Okay. So let's see here.
Big man.
Recording, pre-recorded recording to ensure recording. Let's see. Record. Okay. Well, that's on record. How did she phrase it again? It was,
that there was even a gun on the rooftop. Even our source, the person who recorded.
The person who recorded. So it should be
Candace.
Here we go.
You said this.
On there and to get off. And most people don't even see a gun. I would like to stress that. We have seen no evidence that there was even a gun on the rooftop.
They don't care in court.
Even our source, the person who recorded. In that
recording, she had to change those words really quickly, didn't she?
He doesn't say or show a gun.
Oh,
even our source that recorded, I mean, and here's the thing, too. In that whole recording, you could see all the pixelation on the video. Does she show the video again? I don't think she does she? Here's a highway. I don't know why she shows the highway. Oh, that's right. She shows the highway because Charlie Kirk's body coming through. Yeah, she doesn't show that video again. So what I would have to do here, we'll just come over here to her last.
Transgender.
And you could see the video. The reason why you know this is a recording of a screen is because of all these line pixels.
Yep.
This was not in the original video at all. So what this tells you is that somebody pulled their phone out or somebody had meta glasses on or something. Got around the court system. I know they take your phones. They make sure you do not have your phones in court.
Yep.
But if I had sunglasses on, I took them off and I put them in the clear tray, went around the metal detector, and then they slide the tray to the other side. I know I used to do that as a job for a living, doing security.
Oh,
I may not have known that there was a camera in those meta glasses, in those sunglasses, or the knockoff of meta glasses. They walk in there with sunglasses, you know, and then they could just click record.
Yeah.
While they're in the courtroom. Courtroom goes dark. TVs come on. They unfold their glasses, click them, set them right up on their desk, let it record the screen.
Yep.
Fold the glasses back up, put them in their pocket. That's simple. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Screwed.
I don't know how they would have gotten a camera in the courtroom, but they did. And Candace Owens did a great job admitting it. Isn't that crazy how it works? So anyway, let's get to our little intro here. I wanted to just kind of skip that and show you guys some of the most important news first. We're going to get to even more important news. Candace Owens is also going to, for some reason, claim that Charlie Kirk was cremated. With no proof. It's interesting how that works.
All right, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope
Candace, I can't tolerate you no more than I need to. That's it. I just want to hear that part about her going to jail. Candace. Oh man. This post aged well, did it? This shows intent. I plan to violate it. Whatever gag order, because Candace, the judge saying do not release this is the judge saying you're not to talk about this or put this out there. Outside of this damn courtroom. You planned on violating it back in October. Your Honor, I want to present Exhibit A. a post where she already said any gag order, she planned on violating it and thinks she's doing it on behalf of the world. Why is this alien here? Candace. Why are you here on our planet? No one told you to come here. ET phone home. So you already show intent. Then you said our source in the court. That's another piece of evidence to show intent. You planned to do this. Boy, talking about that conspiracy. There you go, Gil. Boy, you can't make this up, Candace. You are screwed. You're screwed. And the candy guys is sitting here just like thinking, oh, well, y'all putting out these scare tactics. Nope. This is a matter of her reality. Because law says so. So now you think you're above the rule of law? Candace, I dare you. Lisa Knows will be with us tomorrow. She will be here in the LLC tomorrow. And I'm just, Candace, you still in my quips, you dumbass. And you still will not say, so saith the Lady Luck Club. Big man. You don't say that. I highly doubt you understood those two words go together. You make this up. This is, oh, Candace, you violated the order. Oh, and then all her cult members are going to come in and swoop in and say, oh, Lady Luck, you don't know anything. You're so stupid. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, no, you're scaring her. Oh, this is so funny. What about all the lies that Erica told? The court does not give a shit about none of that. Not even a little damn, Candace. Not even a little damn, you dumb dingling. Not even a little bit. The judge will not care about that. You cannot go to court and say, I didn't know I was messing up. I'm sorry. You plan on violating any order, I guess, regarding not putting out, evidence back on October 19th, 2025, 11:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when you and your kids should have been in bed. I told you to go to bed. Didn't I tell you, you dumb heifer? I said, go to bed, Candace. Go to bed. Take your dumb ass to bed. Oh, you don't listen. And you decided I need to get all the views. 11.8 million views on this. Where you put out the intent to violate a gag order. So, don't worry about the semantics. The judge will help you understand gag order, court order, judge's ruling. All of those things. Any order from this court. Violate that if you want to. And she did. I feel very good about this. All right. So, let's get in all the supers, shall we? I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Shout out to Jacqueline and Cece. I wanted to make sure I thank you all again so much for the support here. Oh, man. You guys know I'm in between employment. Candace still owes me $10,000 damn dollars. Candace, I want my money. And I already asked, how would you all feel if I started a Save Go Now? Things about to get tight. It is what it is. Shout out to Josh Carr. I saw he was live doing another, challenge to the Candace cult members because they never learn. Is he still live? I saw that going on. I was like, oh. Yep, he went live and did it again. Oh, debating Candace on his fans live round 2. The grift is collapsing. Oh, y'all know we got to go over this. I want to watch party on this. Y'all want to watch party? I got to go cut grass. I might come back and do a watch party. After we got to watch Gil. We got to watch Gil because Gil going to break down all the evidence. Make sure you guys go check out The Whole Truth. And make sure you guys tune in and hit the like button. It's going to be at 8 p.m. PST. So make sure you are subscribed to The Whole Truth and check out Gil's live stream tonight as he go over the evidence. And then, I want to do a watch party on this because it's just so funny listening to these clowns sit here try to make an argument when they have no argument to make. Candace, your cult members are still stupid. I don't feel sorry for them. I just don't. Because when they come back on X, right, and they respond, they come back with all the buffoonery in the world, but none of them are picking up a book. They don't read the law. They just, oh, you're gaslighting and manipulating and blah, blah, blah. Keep on. Because what you cannot do is scare that judge. And if you try, the FBI will lock you up. So they lose either way. Okay, we're here for this. So we might do a watch party on Josh Carr video. I don't have patience like that to get to that point. I'm thinking about it. I would try a mock trial, but good grief, trying to like debate stuff like that. Well, man, yeah, Josh Carr, we're here for it. We'll watch Josh Carr do it. He's funny. But either way, let's see here. Thank you so much, Jim, for the 2 jewels. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. Oh, thank you, Chris, for the 200 jewels. Thank you so much. Susie Q with the 5 LLC memberships gifted. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you give a hearty thank you and shout out to Susie Q and CC if you received a membership today. And thank you, Susie Q, for the $20 super. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All of you all, Jacqueline, I appreciate all the supers you gave. I know we went over yours earlier, but I just wanted to highlight them again. Thank you so much. And as you see with the 10 LLC memberships, you guys are amazing. And this is not possible without you all. I thank God for you guys. I thank God for you all supporting me here in the LLC. Shout out to my fantastic mods. That's mods on YouTube. I am here for this. Make sure you all, please. Oh, I will. I will. Cash App is scrolling below if you guys would like to send a Cash App support for the channel while I'm in between employment. I appreciate it. She didn't listen. I tried to tell her. I told her to go to bed. I said, Candace, go to bed. She's like, no, I mean no, Lady Luck. No, I mean no. Yeah, okay, now you get it. See y'all later. Tune in to Gil, and then we'll probably do a little live stream on a watch party on Josh Carr. All right. So until then, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.